So me and my baby daddy went to child support court for the first time ever. Remind you now, our oldest is going to be 15 in July. The youngest is going to be 12 next month. First time ever going to child support court, right? I didn't know what to expect. I know darn well he ain't know what to expect. But I'm thinking it's just gonna be a little 1-2. We finna go in there. They finna say, okay, well, you got to do this, that, or whatever. And I was willing to speak on his behalf because he definitely have been trying. If they would have asked, that's not how it go. So we got into the court, well, into the Zoom or whatnot. And when I tell you, the attorney for child support revenue or whatever their name is here in the state of Florida, baby didn't give a fuck. Okay. I was in there like, come back for part two. Part two of my experience in child support court. More like a boxing ring. Because they be his ass. They start the session and first jab to the mouth is the total of the back pay. Legitimate back pay that is. Why they giving him the rundown on what he better do? Things like total back pay, like I said, the last time a payment was made, the time he ran off on a plug when they gave him the first arrangement. I'm over there on the other side of the screen, face expressions all over the place. Now, remind you now, this is something that just caught up because I ain't enforced nothing. They started asking him about like what he owned. Like, do you own your iPhone or are you still paying for it? Do you got designer clothes? Because you need to sell them. What you got in storage? How much is worth? I was like, what? Where you work at? No, not the general place. The address to the one you work at. How much you made? It don't matter because this what you got to pay, which the amount that they told me he had to pay within 30 days or on the 31st day he gonna have a warrant out for his arrest was the amount that they want him to pay every month anyways. He started bidding with the people, saying stuff like, well, I can't do that, but I can do this. The lady looked over at me like, is that okay? I'm like, it's cool. It wasn't like ridiculous or whatever the case may be. Matter of fact, back up. The original amount that he said he could do, the lady was like, no. Do you see how much you owe and how much you don't pay? No, we're not accepting that. So she threw out another amount. He was like, okay, I can do that or whatever. They asked me like, is that okay with you? I'm like, yeah, that's cool. You know, they was turning him every which way but loose. And I ain't gonna hold you. The kindness in me definitely started to feel bad. I was like,